All right, guys. But like I was saying in the last video, the the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. And like I was saying, like you have to go through a lot of shit just in general. Let me get all nice and cool and comfy. So you have to go through a lot of shit. Like in the smart person will learn from those mistakes, and the layman will stay stuck. They'll just stay stuck as a man child. They'll never learn. They'll keep making the same mistake over and over and over, and then they wonder, is like, why is my life so messed up? Why is my life so fucked up? Why I don't get it. Well, it's because you've been doing the same thing over and over again. Like, and I know it's tough, and I know why people get into all these substance abuse and alcohol, and I know why people they go into pornography and stuff like that, because they're just trying to escape, even if it's just temporarily. They're just trying to escape their pain, their suffering, and I understand. I understand why people do these things. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's like, well, you should stop. I mean, you should stop. You should stop. But what I meant is like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like what you should do. Just first and foremost, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a regular man talking to another person on the other side of the screen, just trying to have a conversation just about life in general. And we're gonna talk a lot about these issues that are plaguing modern day society. You know, first and foremost, what I tell people is like, go on retention, go into semen retention. Well, what's that gonna do for me? It's gonna help you out. It's gonna help you out. It's gonna give you your inner strength. It's gonna turn. It'll make you somewhat strong. I mean, it'll make you actually really strong, and it'll give you that mental clarity, and you won't have to fall back into substances because you'll have that mental fortitude. You'll have that mental strength. Um, it'll just make you an overall better person. Like it'll make you likable. Not everybody is gonna like you though, because there are some people that are just they haven't gotten there yet, and they probably never will because they're stuck on whatever they're doing. Whatever's keeping them not going to the next level per se, so to speak. Whatever's keeping him down and low and not evolving as a human being. That's the reason why they won't agree with you, first of all. And they'll never get there. They'll never get there because life is too damn good. Like the like eating, like just for example, like eating junk food is bad for your health. It's bad for your brain. You're just filling yourself with like dopamine. And it's like I said, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I know how things work, just to the mere fact, because like it's real. It's real, and I've ate chips before, and I know what they make me feel like, and I know what they make you look like, and I've consumed pornography before, and I know what it makes you feel like, and I know what it, I know what it feels like. I know all about these things. So, like, but anyways, Just food, for example. If you consume stuff that you know is bad for you, like don't expect to, like, oh, I'm gonna get my breakthrough and I'm gonna, like, no, dude, like, it's keeping you down, and it's keeping you overweight or obese. Or like, well, I eat chips every day and I'm not obese. Well, like, your fucking insides are destroyed somehow. Like, you can't sustain life out of eating crap. That's just an example of why people stay at the level that they are. Why people can't get to the next level, and why people won't look up to them. Like, everybody wants to get admired. Everybody wants to get looked up to, but there's a reason why. Why does anybody look up to somebody, and why does anybody want to be like certain person? You know. I used to look up to, like, I was born in the 80s, and I grew up with, like, all, like, these Rocky films and Arnold Schwarzenegger films, and I'm not telling you to look up to these people. Some of these people, like Sylvester Stallone, he looks like a pretty good dude. I'm not exactly sure what he's into, so we're not gonna talk about him. But I used to look up to them, and you're like, well, I want to be like this guy. You know who I like? That Jean-Claude Van Damme guy, because he was really tough or whatever. But why do you look up to these people? Because you would be a lying hypocrite if you didn't look up to a certain individual, like, especially in a movie or maybe in real life too. And if you're just like, well, man, that guy is so tough, and he can kick and he can punch. He can be a boxer. He can be Mike Tyson. I don't know much about him, but I'm just saying, like, you can look up to these people because they can do certain things that not necessarily you can't do, but I know that you could do them too. I know you could do. Anybody can do anything, and it's good to admire people. It's good to look up to them, because it's like I said, like, people can see when you're in a room full of strangers. They're like, man, like, I want to be like him. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Why? That dude gets all the attention. Like, I don't like, look, guys, like, I don't go around, like, looking for attention. But it's like I keep telling you guys. First of all, like, the seeking attention doesn't lie. But when you reach a certain status in life, because of your age, because of your wisdom, because of your life experiences, people do look up to you. They're like, man, I want to be like that guy. Like, why? Like, I couldn't tell you why, I could kind of tell you why, because they look and they're like, man, that dude is like, it's like I said, I'm not the biggest dude there, or I'm not the toughest dude there, or whatever at the gym, but they're like, man, like, I want to be like you, because they can see that you've struggled. Like, how would they know? Because, like, you don't just, like, pop out like this, bald and with hair in your face and somewhat some muscle on you. Like, you don't just pop out like this. Like, that guy just popped out of existence like that. So, like, there's, like, I don't look up to that dude like that's how that dude was born. But no, people know the struggle. People know that the struggle, especially young men. And also, people treat you the way that you treat others. And I treat everybody with respect. And there's a reason why you treat everybody with respect, because, like, you have to understand, as a human being, like, like, you should have empathy for these people. you should feel for these people. It's like, why? Dude's an asshole. It's like, because like, there's a reason why he's an asshole. It's because he's suffering in the inside. Because people have treated him wrongly. It's like, he's still an asshole. It's like, yeah, I know, but like, show some compassion to the poor man. It's like, but he still is like, yeah, I know. And if it's those type of people where like you show compassion, you show kindness, you show empathy, and you show respect, and they still don't give you anything, like, I don't necessarily be an asshole to them, but I just turn my back to them. It's like, you know what, dude? Like, it's not that I'm going around trying to help people, but like, I wanted to talk to you, and I wanted to see, you know, I wanted to see what you're about, and like, you got it. You have everything under control. You don't need nothing from nobody. And go ahead, dude. Like, I just stopped talking to these people. I'm just saying, man, I got nothing for you because you look like the kind of guy that you got it. But the crazy part about that is that I don't care how much you got it. Like, we all need something from someone. Like, even though if it's just a pat on the back, even if it's just a pat on the back, it's like, hey man, have a good day. You don't know how that little pat on the back it's gonna make that guy feel. Yeah, there's a certain individual that'd be like, oh man, that just really pissed me off when he did that. It's like, yeah, but most people they're like, hey man, you know what? That felt kind of good. Just a simple, hey, how you doing, bro? Just a simple handshake. How's it going, buddy? You give them a good, nice, firm handshake, and they're like, wow, that made my day. It could be that like that you actually need something from them. It's like there's this man here. He's his he's all crippled. Like he's all gimpy and like I'm not here to make fun of him, but like he's not all there too in the head. And like I don't know what his issue is, but like every time I see him in the street, I give him like 20 pesos or whatever, which is about a dollar and some change. And I give him about 20 pesos, and with 20 pesos, he can go buy a taco, or I don't know what he gets with it. Like I usually see him with a, I see this guy every day with a Coke, and he loves it. He loves his Coke. He's like what do you call it? Like special. Like I don't know what you call those people there, but they're born with like mental deficiency, and like he was all messed up when he was born. Like his legs and his arms they do this weird thing. He can't stretch them out fully. He walks all weird. But anyway, like he needs from people. And a lot of people, because everybody has eyes. Everybody has eyes and everybody can see. And not everybody, like everybody knows who this person is. Everybody, like if you live down in this colony and you don't know who this fucking person is, I don't know what his name is, but I call him Güero. Güero just means white boy. He's not white. He's not white. He's black as shit, but he calls me Güero. I'm not white either. He's just here in Mexico. It's a fucking thing. Like if you're light skinned, you're a white dude. So he calls me Güero. So like in return, I call him Güero. It's like I don't know what your name is, and it really doesn't matter. But anyways, the old Güero here, he's like in his 50s. He's an older dude with like mental issues and stuff. Every other time that I see him, I don't see him all the time, but I just hand him a 20 and just hand him a 20 and just hand him a 20. And people can see like I don't like sit there and like wave it and like, hey, see everybody, I'm giving this guy 20. Like people can see that I'm whipping out my wallet and I'm like looking through my bills, or if I got change, I'll just give him a handful of change. So like, here, buddy, like it's like why do you do that for him? Why? why? Because, man, we're all human beings. Life is tough if you have all your four, your 2 feet and your two hands and your like life is tough as it is. And then you got this poor bastard that he can't do anything. It's like show some compassion, show some love, show something, show like I can't give him $1 million or I can't give him like I can't get like I've given this dude like 220s and he refused to take them. It's like I whooped out 220s. I'm like his CT tells me all the time. He's like, man, I'm hungry, dude. I'm hungry. Like, can you like give me some money so I can buy some food? I'm like, I tried giving him 220s, and it's like, no. This 120 is just good enough. All right, all right. Fuck it. So, but yeah, like we all need from each other, even if it's just a smile, even if it's just a smile. You don't know what everybody's going through. Like they might be having a fantastic, super dandy day. They might. And you smile at them, and it's like, man, like that one crazy bald dude, like he smiled at me, and that made me feel a whole lot better. Um, just a simple pat on the back or a conversation or anything, like we need from each other. It's like, why? Because like I was saying in the last video, life is hard as it is, period. Period. And yeah, I guess that's it for this one. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave me a comment. You know, Here, let me just end it with this. Like in this channel, I'm actually really excited because I know it doesn't look like I'm very excited, but like it's internal. We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about what's plaguing modern society. We're gonna talk about a lot of semen retention. This isn't like a semen retention video, but like it's a catalyst to what you want to do in life. And like we're gonna talk somewhat about fitness. Like I like fitness. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what to do unless that's exactly what you want me to do. It's like, hey bro, I need you to tell me everything. I'm like, all right, I'll tell you everything. Fuck it. But we're gonna talk about women. We're gonna talk about men, like what men should be doing, what you should be doing. Like I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but like, it's like I tell like people in the gym. And this happens to me all the time. They're like, hey bro, like I was having a conversation with this older cat. He's probably roughly around my age, maybe a little bit older. He's got gray hair. I don't have any gray hair. I don't know why. It's genetics, I guess. It's like, hey man, you got some massive triceps. So I told him, I was like, hey man, do this, do that. And it's like, you know what, dude? Like, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to you. Whoa. Why me and not the actual trainer that works here that makes a living off of this shit? It's like I keep telling you. Because everybody has these. And just out of their own experience and out of whatever's going on in their brain, they can put two and two together and they can say something along the lines of, I know that this guy knows a thing or two about so and so I'm gonna listen to this guy. But how do you know that he knows? I don't know, man. But I know that this cat knows something. This is what he just told me. It's like, I know that you have a lot of experience, and I know that you've been doing this for a long time, and I'm gonna listen to you. It happens to me all the time. All the time. And at this point, it sounds like I'm bragging, but like, why do people want, like, you know what's crazy? Like, people want what's in here. And this is what I was telling my wife not too long ago. Like, this was just a few days. Imagine, just imagine, if you had a 40-year-old dude with all this life experience and all this knowledge, right? Just think about this for a second. And you were to put that brain or that information into some 20-year-old kid, and this 20-year-old kid goes to a company, and hey man, like, and his boss says something like, all right guys, this kid is gonna be your new boss. So, well, what the fuck makes him so special? This little 20-year-old fucker has 40 years of experience. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, run that by me one more time. Run that by me one more time. You see this 20-year-old kid? You see this 20-year-old kid? I see him. He has 40 years of experience. What the fuck? What does that even mean? Like, do you see how crazy that sounds? That somebody like, but it doesn't sound so crazy when you're like, you see this you see this 60-year-old dude, he has 40 years of experience, so you should fucking listen to that guy, because this fucking guy knows a thing or two. Yeah, you know what? You're fucking right, and it just makes fucking sense. It just makes sense. Like, if me as a 20-year-old had the experience and knowledge and know-how and like just everything, like just everything, I would be a more successful man to this date. But since I don't, and I have it as a 40-year-old, but 39, I'm 39. I'll be 40 in like 10 days, but same fucking difference. 39, like, since I don't, then this is what I have to deal with. But it's like I said, it's crazy because a lot of people want what's up here. They want your knowledge, they want your experience, and they want you to tell them. Like, I mentor, like, they're not kids, they're teenagers, but a lot of them, yeah, I call them kids just because they're like in their teens, and they all, like, it's insane. It's insane the amount of teenagers that come up to me on a daily basis, and they want me to train them, and they want me to tell them something like, hey man, say something smart. It's like, well, here you go. It's like, whoa. And I'm not trying to blow smoke up my own ass, but that's just what I deal on a daily basis. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe, and it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. Like, this is the equipment that I have to work with. I've never done YouTube videos, but we're gonna start, and I'm gonna work on some stuff. Can't say it because when you say things, they kind of don't come true. But anyways, like, I'm gonna keep uploading. Leave your comments, and I'll get back to you. All right. Until then, God bless.